Are you still here? A lot of folks probably jumped on here and saw the silence and jumped right off. Because people are very uncomfortable with the silence. And I get it to a certain extent. I'm not jumping on videos where guys are sitting there being quiet. But it's also a mindset. If you come across a video where a guy's sitting there quiet, there's probably a reason. And mature people who at least want to grow will hang around and listen. And even if it turns out to be, then I might do this. A video where it's a minute long, 5 minutes long, 15 minutes long, half hour long, where it's just me sitting in silence. To teach you all the importance of sitting in silence. It's a discipline you're going to have to learn. At some level for some type of peace in your life. I have a morning routine. And sometimes it's early in the morning. I've been waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning for years. Probably pretty near a year right now. It's not been so pressing in my life to get up that early. So generally been getting up between 6 and 8. And everybody's life situation is different. But the routine is basically the same. Getting up, getting my coffee going, and finding a place of solitude. I've been doing this for years, different versions of it for years. When I had a full house, wife and 4 kids. The last 10 years I've been alone. So in some regards that's easier. And God is using it to help me. But get my coffee going and sit down and just put on some good melodious gospel music with words, And then I quickly, and I don't recommend you do this at all because most people can't handle it. They're addicted to social media. I am not. I got a certain level of control. I don't care about what's out there most of the time. But those first 5 to 10 minutes of me sitting down waiting for my coffee to get done, I'll play the music, but I'll check any emails or check my social media, see if anybody looked at it, made a comment, any messages from the family. And then I'll just set it down, let the music play, get my coffee, listen to that music for a while, half hour to an hour. Then I'll listen to my audio Bible. I've been doing more of that this last year than reading my Bible. I still read my Bible. I've been reading my Bible for years, and I'm always going to read and study my physical Bible. I have it sitting right here. All right. And I'm never going to recommend that y'all just only use electronic devices for your Bible. You need to be reading your physical Bible. But the mode I'm in now for about a year has been just listening to the audio. But then I'll actually take notes. I'll either write some notes out, or I'll be on my laptop making notes as I'm going through the audio. And then I've got a teaching I listen to every morning. And depending on where I am, I either listen to it while I'm in my whatever home is at the moment, or when I'm on the road. And somewhere in the mix of all that, there are periods of silence, where I just turn everything off and I just sit and wait. Sometimes I do play some piano, light music or something, or fire and some rain in the quiet. Today I chose to just sit in silence and see if I can get some insight from Father, but also just the discipline of being able to sit in silence. And felt led to make the video. In a lot of ways, my situation would be considered dire by a lot of people. I'm going to pause it since the furnace is going on right now. So I'm back, and the only sound you should hear is my coffee brewing or me farting. But sitting in silence. And so, situation being dire, there's just a whole lot that God's going to send you through, if you're willing to go through it, to make you what He wants to do with you. But most Christians won't do that. And so they'll just always fall on human ingenuity, family and friends, making something work, instead of going through the hard times where people don't understand, people disrespect you for it, people make fun of you for it, friends and family don't understand, they think poorly of you. And you got to get to the point where, okay, it's just me and God. And I ain't got one person supporting me. I've got 4 confidants, long distance confidants, friends, and a brother that encourage me. And then I run things by, it's always over the phone or through messaging, but I didn't have that. Always I had at least one. But anyway, I babble on. So yeah, I'm sitting here in a town, just manning up, doing what I believe I need to do. And the Lord's not left me destitute, but I'm sitting here in a rented camper that this woman uses for Airbnb. But because I lost my wallet in Fort Worth, don't have any more money going into that account anyway that I could pay online for stuff. Have a little bit of cash. She's working with me to pay cash and let me have a better rate since she don't have to pay fees with Airbnb for that. And so I've had shelter for 5 days. Today is probably going to be my last day here. I'm out of money. I'll have maybe 15 or 20 bucks to put in the gas. And then you guess what? I'm willing to sit in the parking lot, sleep in my truck. Until God, who has never left me or forsaken me, provides a way. I did some work yesterday with a brother from a church I called. And so that'll bring some cash in. It was kind of a temporary situation. He could use me more, but it's not an old man game. I'm in pretty decent shape for 51 years old, but I'm not where I can work, hard labor type of stuff in the heat. Plus a bad knee. So, yeah, my heart was pounding, racing most of the day yesterday, and I had to take a lot of breaks and drink a lot of water, and then I got a bad knee, so, I told him, I don't think I can keep this up. If you can use me part-time every once in a while, I could probably do it, but this ain't something I can just jump into and do. So you got to know your limits. I got my older temporary landlord I had just for a couple weeks, and it was a month-to-month, who was willing to give me my deposit back, but he gave me some of it when I left. He was going to send the rest of it. Now he's having difficulty sending it through Zelle. I don't know. I don't know why. Humanly speaking, I don't know why. It's aggravating, it's irritating. At the same time, nothing I can do about it. He suggested sending money to Walmart. I lost my wallet. Walmart will not let me get money without an ID. So yeah, I want to punch some walls, but none of it does any good. Me getting angry about that doesn't change a thing. So I decided just to sit in silence today. Give it to God. See what happens. But the abundance is fixing to come. The promises are fixing to come. All that God has revealed to me will come if I stay in the fight. And I've stayed in the fight. And I trust Him. And for those of you who have been along for the journey, we'll be privy to that when it comes. But right now, sitting here in silence. I've got 80 miles left on my truck before I got to fill up. I've got $40 cash sitting right there for one more night in this Airbnb. I've got about $18 of cash in my truck. I think I got $4.74 in my bank account. I've got bills that normally come through monthly that are not getting paid now. Smiling. I've got other gigs that I put a lot of time into that I haven't heard back from, that I thought I would have heard. I mean, good paying gigs in a whole other genre, but nothing back from them. Doing my part. See what the Lord leads me to do today. And I'll keep you posted. Until we meet again, keep your eyes on Him.